40 presidents that were racist.
5 presidents that owned slaves.
Including
Jefferson, Jackson, Washington.
I can name you 44 presidents. I can name you 40 presidents that were racist. 40. Not just because I can go back and we can talk about how Coolidge changed everything, and how the president, what's his name? Don't give his name. After Lincoln, is the reason that emancipation didn't go through. He stopped everything. He was like that whole, we're gonna help you black people.
Yeah.
No president has ever helped black people. Period.
Including Obama?
Period.
Hey, what's up, y'all? King Los here. No, it's kind of a long clip, guys. I know it's 47 seconds. Hope you're still watching. But I wanted to expand on that because it's going to go further into my clip when I want to talk about all the other bullshit, like the Kamala Harris and all that shit, my nigga. And I've already said, like, everybody. How do I put this? No, it's pretty much like what he said. No, all the motherfuckers, listen, bro, and I've already said it. People get mad when I say this. You cannot get to that fucking level in politics where you're even going to be elected president, where you're going to even be elected vice president, where you even have the chance to be, if you have a heart, bro. I'm talking about a real heart. Like, you truly want to change things in America. And you know, a big problem in America is the fact that it's the land of the home, the land of the free, brave and the free. But the people who were enslaved here, the people who've been here longer than everybody, still get treated like shit, still at the bottom of everything at the tax bracket, from the tax bracket to education to food to the building in their communities, things they have no control over. And you know that it was systematically set up. You know that the experiments that we done on these people, my people, you know, Hebrew, black people, you understand that? I'm just speaking from their perspective. You know the motherfucking, you know the human trafficking they still do. The fact that 900,000 black people are abducted a year. You know what I'm saying? The fact that they spend $1 trillion a year but still haven't even been reparated once. But this is the same country that brings up the celebration that doesn't say, I'm not celebrating, but still brings up 9/11 and reparates the families of people who died on 9/11. This is the same country that condemns Adolf Hitler and the people who, the fake Jews who Adolf Hitler who was killing and stuff like that and doing all that too, are the richest people in the world because of this country. I mean, and the richest people in the world because of the work of the slaves who are black people in this country. The Native Americans who were killed by white people have been reparated and have owned casinos in this country. Yet black people still at the fucking bottom. You already know all that shit. You know how in school they hold our kids back on purpose. They purposely give them B's. They purposely don't put them on the A honor roll. They purposely give them F's when they get E's because they were being good and quiet all day. You already know about all that shit. But you can't do anything about that. That's systematically set up. Systematically means if you mess with the system, you're fucking with the function, which means you're a problem. So you have to keep it going. You already know about the judge. You already know about the. I just talked about it. You already know about the what do you call it? I just had it in my head, bro. The justifiable homicide law, which is that you can kill black people because if black people, which are black people are already superior to white people, and if black people start sleeping with our daughters, sleeping with white people's children, both ways, their race will eventually die off. You know what I'm saying? Because if a white man sleeps with a black woman, the child is gonna be black. If a black woman sleeps with if a black man sleeps with a white woman, the child's gonna be black. So white people figure that's the extermination of their race, and truly it is, because they can't. Their gene won't survive much longer if that keeps going on. Eventually it'll die off. So, knowing that, there's you already know about those laws and shit. They're not gonna let you do shit about that, bro. You already know about that. If you're not gonna even get near that level if they feel like you have a heart to do that, because you're gonna tell somebody about it and you're gonna speak about it in your politics when you're lower, when you're like a mayor, or when you're trying to run for like district, or you know what I'm saying, some shit like that. So they're gonna be like, okay, and then they're gonna hear that you're awake and you're smart. So it's gonna be like, nah, that's not gonna work, bro. We gotta put that motherfucker somewhere else. So just know shit like that's gonna happen. That's not like when you think about Kamala Harris and stuff like that, and she don't give a shit. Trust me, bro. The fact that, listen, bro, they always say this, and I say this all the time. The difference between hardened criminals and us that are outside of prison is that criminals get caught. Criminals got caught, and we didn't. With that being said, if you think people in prison are animals, ask yourself what type of animal will build a prison. Okay? Put it like this. A dog. When a dog is outside taking a shit, if you stare at a dog, I promise you that dog is gonna turn around and look at you. You wanna know why? Because it's natural. It's natural to want privacy when you're taking the shit naturally. Like that's a natural instinct. So what kind of animal will put a toilet in the middle of a cell with a big ass motherfucking a round bench where 19 people can sit in there and somebody got to sit there and take a shit? You naturally know that all people have sexual urges, men and women. So who would build a fucking cell wall and place people in there for 20, 30 years at 18 years old with nothing but men, knowing they gonna still have sexual urges and desires and not allow conjugal visits? What type of animal would do that? You guys understand what I'm saying? So for Kamala Harris to support that, and she knows what I just said already, it's true. For her to support that and doesn't care if she sends young black men there, as long as the people that, you know what I'm saying, if she even have a black husband, as long as her children and her family ain't going, you know what I'm saying, just like back in the day. A lot of y'all don't know this. When they used to lynch us and hang us back in the day, the way they found out where we lived is they paid black people to point out where we lived, and the black people did it because they didn't get lynched. The black people that pointed out were like, oh, that's where he lived. This is where this black person lived. There's a black family down there. There's another black family down there, because black people knew, so we were getting sold up by black people back then. So, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know, but y'all let me know what y'all think, bro. We was getting sold out by Kamala Harris's back then, but y'all let me know what y'all think, bro, in the comments.